Yeah. So all is good. Absolutely great workshop from Martin there. Gorgeous stuff. Really, really technical and extremely musical and well thought out. Like really, really well thought out. So thank you, Martin.
And in case you're wondering what's keeping us going in between our streams, I don't know what's keeping you going, but this is a Bula Buzz absolute favourite is penguin bars and a nice strong cup of tea. So
You can't beat it.
By the way, we meant to say as well, if anyone is at home or wherever you're tuning in from, it'd be wonderful to see pictures of where you're watching from or where you're enjoying the summer school from. So if you could post them into us, take a photo of what you're doing as well and send it into us. We're on Instagram as well. You'll find us on Bula Buzz there on Instagram. I think it's Bula Buzz School is what we have down on Instagram. And find us on Facebook as well and all that kind of stuff as well. So we'll see you there.
And don't forget there as well, if there's anybody that hasn't actually joined the Facebook forum, I know not everybody can, but if you can, there's a lot of live stuff that's going on there. So a lot of live chat and that between all the students, which is good, and the teachers as well.
And if you have any questions, you can fire them in. I know Siobhan's been brilliant responding to loads as well, and Martin as well. So it's great just to have the chat. And that's something that usually happens a lot, you see at the live school, is that as well as learning loads from tutors as well and the information, it's always just a chat back and forth between fellow participants as well.
That's it.
And we find the exact same even between myself and Robbie or Martin. As we said, we all discuss ideas, and that's, sharing is caring when it comes to the information as well. So it's all
picking brains. All about it.
So I think we're nearly ready to go, and we have Siobhan O'Donnell on the other end. Siobhan is one of the most musical bodhrán players that I know. She just is one of the most tastiest touches on the bodhrán. The way she always she's so subtle and relaxed player, and she's a multi-instrumentalist as well. Fantastic fiddle player, guitar player, lilter, singer.
Everything, yeah.
There's basically nothing she can't do. She's an absolute genius. So we're delighted to have her as part of the school as well. And hopefully you get a taste of all those things, Siobhan. Will you have fiddle and guitar and everything in the background? No. She's here. What did I sign up for? she's talking to us here. But no, I'm only joking, Siobhan. We're looking forward to the bodhrán stuff. And we'll hand you over, yeah? Right.
Yeah, have a good one, Siobhan. And all you guys just enjoy yourself, sit back and relax and have fun, yeah? See you in a bit.
We're good to go, boys. Hi, everybody. This is very, very exciting. I hope that you've had a good day so far. I've had some great feedback from the lessons today. We had beginners lessons, intermediate and advanced, and I've had some lovely, lovely comments. And so keep that going. I'm more than happy to ask as many questions as you'd like to ask. So in today's lesson, what I was going to do was I was thinking I'd take it nice and handy on you today and do maybe a bit of a waltz to start off with. And then after that, we might do a bit of a reel in about a half an hour or something like that. So in this lesson, all you need, is the bodhráns and your bodhrán sticks. So we'll get started because the hour is going to fly by. So if you're in the mood now and ready to go, we'll start. So we're going to start off with a waltz. And this waltz that I'm going to teach you today is called Flat Water Fran. And it's a tune that was composed by Phil Cunningham from Scotland. And it's one of my favorite tunes to play. So I'm going to play it along with, I'm going to play it for you first. And then I'm going to just do a few little things that I would play to waltzes. Because you'll see waltzes and you'll hear them at sessions in kind of singing. And you'll hear them also then for tunes as well, like as a nice kind of a variation. And a lot of concert pieces as well. So we'll give that a go first. So the waltz is in 3/4 time, and it's a nice easy one to get you going. Okay, so I'm going to before we play, I'm going to get you to do the first one here, which is a lovely rhythm that works really, really well. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so we're going to go down, 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 up, bum. So on my stick, I'm going down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. So down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. And on my backhand, I'm going off for the first down and then on for the rest. So we're going off. So play along with me. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, off, on, off, on, do, 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 ba-da-dum. Now, if you want to, what I'm playing with here is kind of like a brushy sound stick. So if you are a beginner, you might not have one of these yet. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a picture of this stick and put it up on the Facebook forum for you. And I'll take a picture of these notes behind me as well and put them in for you, because I think they might be a little bit hard for you to see there. So for now, you just stick with me. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. I'm going to slow it down a small bit. Down, down. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Ba, 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 ba. So I'm going to hum it along. So it goes da 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 dum dum da 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 down down da 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 dum 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 dum da da dum da da dum 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 da da dum dum da da dum dum da da dum 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 da da dum down down up down 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 up da ba da da dum bum da da dum ba da da dum ba da 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 dum da dum da da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum dum da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da dum da 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 dum da da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum dum dum. Let's play along now to the music. Okay, I'll give it a go. So when you're playing along to this rhythm works really well for the waltz. There we go. Down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, 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 down. Down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Da, 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 da. Change the tune. Da da dum dum down up down 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 up down up down 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 up down 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 up down down down. Okay. I'll just take a little break there. So we're going with the down. I'm usually playing out here on the edge of the baron and playing with my hand out. So we're going down, and for the second down, our hand in. Okay, so we're going bam, bam. Now, if you're more advanced, you can put in a little roller triplet in there. So you're going da dum dum da da dum dum da da dum dum da dum. So you're putting the triplet in between the down and the up at the end of that phrase if you want to try it. So you're going down, down, diddly dum, dum, diddly dum, dum, diddly dum, dum. If you're a beginner, you'll be doing that during the week. We'll just do it a few more times. Down, down, treble, down, down, treble, down, down, treble, down, down, da da dum, ba, diddly di dum, diddly di dum, diddly dum, dum, diddle dum, diddle diddle dum, dum, diddly da, dum, diddly dum, dum, diddly dum, da da dum, diddle dum, diddly diddle diddly dum. One more time. Diddle dum dum, diddly dum dum, diddly di dum, diddly di dum, diddly di dum, diddly do dum, diddly dum, di diddly do dum, diddly di dum, diddly di dum, diddly di dum da dum da 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 diddle dum, da diddle dum dum dum. Okay, so that was that one, the first rhythm. Now, in a waltz, it depends really on what the waltz is. And when you hear the music, you'll get a feel for what to play. But some other little rhythms I use are very similar to this, but I might not put the emphasis where I've done it just there. So another one is we'll do it like this. So we'll go down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. That's the second rhythm here. So if you want to try with me, it's down, down, up, down, da, da, down, down, up, down. And if you're a little bit more advanced, you can try a little triplet in there. Pushing our hand in. And you're really pushing out that bass if you can. Dum, diddly dum. Dum, diddly dum. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. If you're a beginner, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. If you're more advanced, we'll try dum. You're pushing in. Dum. Down, down, up, down. So in between the down and the up, you're putting in what we call a triplet. Let's try to the music. Da da dum dum da da dum dum da 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 dum di dum di dum dum di dum dum. You can sway if you want with the barons. Diddle dum dum diddly di dum diddly di dum di dum diddle dum da di diddle dum diddle diddle di dum diddle di dum diddly di dum diddly di dum di do diddle di dum diddly di dum diddly di dum diddle dum diddle dum dum diddly di dum diddly di dum di dum da di da di di diddle dum diddle diddle di di dum di diddle di dum di do diddle di dum di dum. A little bit softer diddle di dum di dum da di diddle dum. Down up down up down down up down up down da dum da di dum da di dum diddle diddle da di diddle dum diddle diddle da di dum. Diddle down, down, up, down, bum, bow, dum, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. We push in that last down. Da, diddle, di, diddle, di, dum, di, dum, da, di, di, diddle, dum. diddle dum, diddle di dum, diddle di dum, diddle da dee dee dum, da dee dum, da dee diddle dum, diddle diddle dum, dee dum, diddle di dum, diddle di dum, diddle di diddle dum, diddle dum dum, diddly di dum, diddle di diddle diddle dum, diddle di dum, diddly di dum, diddle di dum, dee dum, da dee dum, da dee diddle dum, diddle diddle dum, dee dum, diddly di dum dum dum, diddle di dum dum dum. So if you're more advanced, you can play along to the actual melody of the second part. So it goes diddly di dum dum dum. So 4 down in a row. Diddly di dum dum dum. Diddly di dum dum dum. Diddly di dum dum dum. Daddle diddle da diddle dum. Diddle di dum da dum. Daddle diddle di dum di dum. Diddle di diddle dum di diddle dum. Diddle diddle dum. Second part again. Diddly di dum dum dum. Diddle di dum dum dum. Diddle diddle di dum dum dum. Diddle diddle da di dum. Diddly di dum da dum. Diddle diddle di dum di dum. Diddle di dum da di diddle dum. Diddle diddle di di dum. Okay. And we may as well do one more, and it's not that much different, but it depends again on what the melody is. And the last one, there's a few bit more sticking in it, so it's gone down, down, up, down, up. So you're going. And I was actually doing it a little bit by accident there at times. So I'll just slow it down slightly, a small bit. So it goes down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Emphasis on the first down, so on the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So a waltz is in 3, 4 times. So you should be counting your head. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, do dum, do dum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We're actually putting in more strokes with the barrel though, because we can fit them in. So we're going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So rhythm 3. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. The time is absolutely flying already. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So pushing out that down, 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 up, down. So it's like a little bit of a train. So down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So the little asterisks underneath the D's in notation that I would use, you know, it's nice to kind of feel the music and hear it and listen to it by ear. But for this week, you're going to be learning lots and lots of new things. So I suppose having something like this will help you at some stage. So we're going to do the third rhythm there. That's what we're doing. We're going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And the asterisk under the first D means you're hitting that harder. And we're going to go off. So we're going to go. And the rest are all around the same. So you're really emphasizing the beat there. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now, if you want, you can put in a little bit more triplets. Would be nice. Maybe not every time. So you can put in a triplet every second time. So you go down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, treble, down, down, up, down, up. And you can even push in with your tone. Now, if you want to check out this on YouTube, it's Desi Donnelly, and it's called Flat Water Fran. Beautiful, beautiful waltz. So So Desi Donnelly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play along to the music. We're going to try it with the first one. The first one fits best with this particular tune, but we will bring in the others as well so you can hear how they still work. They're just slightly different variations. Okay, so we'll give it a try. Right. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. When we went into the second part there, actually the down, down, up, down works really, really nicely there. So we'll do the first part in that one and the second part in the other rhythm. So in the second rhythm is here, it goes lovely. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Take a break, maybe. Down, 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 up, down, down, da, 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 down, up, down, up, down, da, 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 da. First rhythm. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Down, 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 up, down, down. Rhythm 2. Dilly down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. Pushing your hand in on the second part. So in your own time, when you go home, when you get, you want to practice this, practice the stops with it. Dum 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 bum da 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 dum da 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 dum dum dum. Get ready to stop. Let's try the rhythm, the third rhythm this time. So the third rhythm then is down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's what we're going to try now as the tune changes. Down, down, up, down, up, down. Off, on, off, on, off, on. Now, don't worry if you're only beginning. You're going to be learning more about the hand movements at the back in the classes tomorrow. So you can give it a try now if you want to. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So we give that a try and we play along as well to the music. Down, up, down, up. And if you're more advanced playing, you know, really listen to how the melody goes. And, you know, if you were recording this or playing along with in a studio to this tune. It's a nice idea. Obviously, that's the main rhythm, but to follow the tune as well. Diddly die dum dum dum, diddly die dum dum dum, diddly die dum dum dum. So you can try that yourself. Da dum, diddly die dum dum dum, da diddly dum da dum. Da da la di da dum, da da la di dum, change da da dum 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 da dum di dum dum. So we might give it one more try together. Okay. So I'll call it out what we'll do. Might just do this for a few minutes. Here we go. Down, 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 up, down, down, da 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 dum. Here we go. Second word. Diddly die dum dum dum, da dee da dum dum dum, da da dum da dum. Here we go. Da da da. Get ready for the stop. Diddly die dum dum. Here we go. Da 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 dum da la la. Dum dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 dum down 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 dum diddly die dum dum dum. Now give it socks. Come up with your own thing if you want. Diddly die dum be doodle dum die dum diddly die dum dum die die dum die die dum die dum die dum die dum die dum die dum 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 die dum die. Last time, everybody. Die dum dum diddly die dum. Second part. Here we go. Diddly die. Get ready for the stop. One last time, repeat it. Diddly die dum dum dum, diddly die dum dum dum, diddly dum da dum da diddly da da dum diddly da dum da. Here we go. Da diddly dum da dum da dum da diddly da dum da diddly dum dum dum. Right, geez, I'm knackered after that. I haven't played the barrel in so long. Okay, so we might take a couple of questions then from the boys. Are you over there, lads? Have you the penguins yet?
We are. We're here now, yeah. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. Yeah, the penguins are all out and the tea is all drank. Absolutely gorgeous, Siobhan. It's really nice to hear someone playing waltzes and just playing them so nice like that, just beautiful tone when you're playing. Thank you very, very much.
It's a tune type that's probably not played as often as well.
It's not taught as often either.
That's a gorgeous one as well that you picked out. Really, really hooky.
Nice one. So we do have a few questions for you here. Colin, do you want to start with the first one there?
Yeah. So we have one. The first one was, what's the difference between waltzes and jig time?
Oh, I knew these would be hard going. To be honest, waltzes and jig time, you can get confused because you do, with a waltz, it's 3/4 time. And with that, it means that I'm thinking of threes. I'm counting in threes in each bar. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, then bar, second bar, third bar, fourth, and usually there's about 16 bars per part of a tune. So I'm counting in threes in my head when I'm hearing waltzes. It's a natural thing. To do with the four underneath, it's more to do with the type of musical notation that's in waltzes, which I wouldn't be 100% in. But the main thing you need to work out is how to count them. So for 3/4 time, I know you're counting in threes for the waltzes, 1, 2, 3. Now, when you go to jigs, sometimes you think in groups of three, but it's actually more like 6, 8 times. So they call it compound time. And it is... it's a little bit of a trickier one, but for jigs, I would think in groups of threes, but I would always then count in sixes. So I would go like, in my head, I would count per bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now you could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can play jigs like that too, but it's much quicker. It's like double the speed. But that would be the main thing I would say. The way you count it in terms of what you say out loud, that's what I find easiest, the difference. Okay, I can immediately hear a jig and I know what a jig is and I know what a waltz is, but it's often a hard one to explain. But that's a great question.
Cool, that's great.
To kick me off.
That's great. Okay, there's another one here. So for very slow waltzes, have you any tips on how to stay in the flow and make it still interesting to play?
Well, if you dance and play at the same time, so you could go... Well, if it is slower, like waltzes that are so, like the Tennessee waltz, like it's when I'm dancing with my darling. For a tune like that, I think I would play more the melody. Da 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 da, diddly dee dum, diddly da 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 dum, and it's like much slower. Da dum da da. So I think it's more the melody. If it is slower, I would play more to the melody and try to kind of pick it out with the tone, rather than working too much with my stick hand. That's how I would do
that's
it.
Something I was just commenting about Robbie on during that is the lilting. I'm always trying to recommend my students to be able to lilt a tune as well, even if you can't play a melodic instrument, is to be able to lilting, because it's kind of like the phrase, if you can say it, you can play it. But if you're able to nearly lilt a tune as well, Siobhan, it helps with the understanding. Now, I'm completely nearly tone deaf when it comes to lilting, and poor wife Anya is crucified with my lilting skills. But maybe just for people who aren't even sure what lilting is, the term as well, maybe you could explain a little bit about that, and if you agree with the importance maybe of the lilting in learning.
Oh no, I think it's brilliant like that, especially when I'm teaching. Sometimes a lot of music can be recorded quite fast if you're only learning. So it's about the tune, and like when it's all about understanding the tune, and it is important to have the rhythm and the technique behind it. But I think even more importantly is being able to understand how the tune changes, so that you can kind of adapt the way that your tones on the baron. So lilting, what lilting is like a form of mouth music that like using like diddles, diddles, dums to like a tune. And I learned it because that's the way I was taught. Every single tune I ever learned on a fiddle, on whatever I play, is all by ear, and it's all by the humming it. And I have it in my head. So then I just am able to transfer it then onto the fiddle or the baron. Even the baron, you can get the notes out. You know, if you try really hard, you can get the notes out of the tune as well. So it's really important to know where a tune is going, because some tunes are in like 3 parts, and you might as a baron player be expecting the tune to go back to the start and maybe, you know, getting a big lead up to it, and then the tune hasn't stopped, it's gone into another part. So it's really important to understand the music, and that's just listening to loads of music. That's how I always learned then. When I was playing the baron, I just played. I hadn't a clue what I was doing at the beginning. I just played along to music, and eventually you kind of get it into the system, and it becomes easier.
That's a really, really, really great point, is to know. Most people are ahead if they know the tune, as in terms of baron players or backers. Definitely backers when it comes to melody anyway.
And I think when that's an important point as well, what you're saying about knowing the music as well. And we put your biog into the videos as well, the video downlinks, but that was something that we were reading there last night as well. All the sessions you would have grown up with playing as well. I know your father's a very musical man as well, a great singer as well, and flute player. So there's a lot of sessions around your area as well, so you're used to listening to the music as well, Siobhan.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, we had a family pub, and there was music there a couple of nights a week, and you know, that's where I learned an awful lot. My dad used to play there, and my uncles, and yeah, we just had always around me. I was very, very lucky, you know, to be exposed to it. And I mean, that helps a lot. But just, I mean, just getting out there and listening to music, I think is really, really important.
Absolutely.
Another couple of questions here, Siobhan. Anya just passed me. There's one here. It says, is there a swing used in a waltz? Do you swing a waltz?
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's just that swing on the one, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You swing, you know, that's the kind of the flow. That's how I would say. By swing, that's how I would interpret swing. So like, yeah. You know, as you would dance it, you know, and you would move like.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And leading into the one, as Colin said, yeah, like, you know, 1, yeah, leading into the one is good.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. And then there's another question here. I'm not really sure of it, but are you playing this waltz with shuffle? Is it feet? Shuffle? Feel. Sorry, apologies. Are you playing this waltz with a shuffle feel? Like a you know.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially once I start to play along. And I was saying I use one of these sticks, Stevie Moses, and I'll put a link, or I'll put it into messages if anybody wants it. I find these really good for getting that kind of, it's almost kind of like that jazzy kind of, it's picking up like I'm hitting the solid wood for the one and then shuffling it then with the rest of it in between. So 1, 2, 3. That kind of thing.
Great.
Really nice.
And yeah, Stevie, great sticks. He makes absolutely brilliant sticks. So we might, if you think of it later on, Siobhan, if you don't, we will, just to put a little link to Stevie's sticks on the, you know, the Facebook group. That would be brilliant, actually.
And one last quick question for you, Siobhan, we'll let you get back to the rest of your class. It was just about the triplets that you're using there, and I think you started off with one just as you're demonstrating the stick. Is there a particular way you're doing the triplets in the waltz? I think was one of the questions as well. Or what was the sticking of the triplet you were doing?
Yeah.
I'll let you
So
go
I'm
back
gonna,
to it. Thanks.
Yeah, like the sticking thing, yeah, like it's a roll, but when you have a stick like that, it's kind of hard to do your double-ended triplet, you know, using the top and the bottom. So I did explain that in one of the videos there, but I do like a one-ended triplet out. With a stick like this, it's like I do like do, where you drag it across the skin. Almost this kind of idea. So it's kind of hard to hear it with that stick, but now that's a whole different ball game. It's probably another lesson. It'll probably take a while to get to master that. But so it's a one-ended triplet I'm doing, and what the whole foundation behind it is that I'm pushing down on my thumb and letting it pass through. So I'm not doing a double-ended for the triplet. Now, we'll keep going. So thanks, lads. Those questions, hope I was able to answer them. And yeah, if you want to know anything else, put it into the Facebook group, because I have been replying to a few today that I got a chance to see. So I will get around to it at some stage. So anyway, look, bringing us on to triplets, I said, look, I love playing waltzes, but I would play a lot of waltzes, actually, thinking back now on playing music in my area, because we have a big history of songs, and a lot of the songs are waltz time. So I would be used to playing waltzes, actually, probably more than even barn dances or polkas or slides from where I'm from. The other most common types of tunes are jigs and reels. And, you know, what I'm going to teach you is just a little bit with the reels. It's kind of, I'm going to try and just go through how I would play a certain tune. And a tune here I was going to focus on today was a reel called The Boys of Ballysadare, which is a well-known Sligo tune. And I actually played this tune. I used to pick this tune in an All-Ireland competitions when I was competing, because it was a 3-part tune, so it gave you a little bit of chance to show that you kind of understood how the different tunes are put together, and that some tunes are 3 parts. So in this tune, I'm going to just go through some of my what I have groove. You probably can't see it there, but by groove, I mean it's just kind of my fallback rhythm that I like to use a lot. Again, it just completely depends on the tune. So I might teach you that, and then I've got a few variations for each part of the Boys of Ballisadair. So we've got another little bit of time there. So we'll get going with it again. So reels. I'm using a different stick this time, kind of like a hot rod kind of a thing. All right. So, and the thing I'm going to teach you first is, yeah. So I use this it's nice for giving a nice swing to the reel. So the sticking of it is, and I'll go through the backhand after. So the sticking is down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. And the emphasis is on down, down, up, down, down. The first down and the last down. Down, down, up, down, down. Play along with me. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Down, down, up, down, down. So on my downs, I'm not following through with them. I'm keeping the sticking, the swing of it quite short. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 down. And then with my skin hand, I'm going off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on. So just a point to note that I would play my baron skin, have it tuned quite low, and sometimes down to the tuning of the actual key. It's possible. So just in case you were wondering. So and with that, it just gives you lots of space to get a lot of different tones in the baron skin. So we're going down, down, up, down, down. So you want to try that with me. So it's off, on, off, on. I'll do it a few times and then we'll speed it up. Okay, so it's in the stick hand. It's down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Off, on, 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 off, on. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down. Okay. And how that fits in nicely to a reel. Reels would be in 4/4 time. So I'm thinking in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So I'll give you an idea what it sounds like with a reel. Da, 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 da 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 diddle da diddle da da diddle 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 dum da diddle da da diddle dum da diddle dum down down up down down ba 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 da da. So that gives it a nice little swing. What tune does this go nice with? Mick O'Connor's, how's it go again? Da 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 diddle da diddle da da diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle da 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 diddle Okay. To make a variation on that, instead of going off, on, we can just go off and just stay on. So like this, staying sticking. So we'll go. So I like doing that as well, depending on the tune. Instead of off, on, I would go. Down, up, so down, up, down, down. So sorry, we're in the second part. This is the rhythm I'm doing here now. So down, up, down, down. So down, up, down. Pushing in for the second last down. So down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Down, up, down, down. The sticking is the exact same, but the tone hand is different. Down, up, down, down. So if you want to try it with me, and I'll speed it up in a minute or two. So down, up. If you're more advanced, the triplet can be nice in there. So double-ended triplet is with the top of the stick is. So in between the down, up, I'm just doing a triplet. Okay, so it's the same amount of stick strokes, but I'm actually using the top of my stick. So slowing it down a small bit. Now I don't usually do my triplets like this, but you can give it a try. Down, diddly, down, down. So I'll put this online later. So you're putting it in between the down, diddly, down, down. So I'm putting like a triplet in here, okay? So I'm going to speed it up a small bit, and I'm going to do it the way I do the triplets as well. And that was asked in the questions there. So if you look closely at the top of my stick, it's not hitting the top. So. So if you want to try that, pushing in. So the second one is ba ba la ba ba bum. Diddle la di diddle la di diddle la di diddle lum diddle la di diddle la di diddle la di diddle lum diddle la di diddle lum. You're really hitting down the last down. La di diddle 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 lum la di diddle la di diddle la di diddle lum diddle la di da diddle la di diddle lum diddle la di diddle la di diddle la di diddle lum. So that's the boys' Balsadare, and the last part of the tune goes da diddle diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle diddle dum. So to bring that into the barrel playing for that tune, I would just keep it simpler there. I would just, what I'm doing in the third part is going down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So you're going da 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 dum. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Diddle da da diddle dum diddle. So diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle dum da dum da diddle da diddle. Then back into the groove. Dum da diddle da diddle dum diddle da diddle da diddle da diddle. So diddle da diddle dum off on do dum diddle da. The second part we do the second tune. Da da diddle dum da da diddle dum down da Slide down if you want. Back into the tune. Down, 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 da ba da ba da ba da da down, da 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 ba da ba da ba da 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 di di da di di da di di dum da di di dum da di di dum da di di dum ya ba di da di da di di dum da di di dum. Third part goes like diddle da di diddle dum diddle da di diddle dum diddle da di diddle da di diddle da di diddle dum diddle da di diddle dum diddle da di diddle dum. Slide down if you want. Da di diddle da di do back into the groove. Do da ba diddle da ba diddle dum diddle da di diddle da di diddle dum. So it's a nice way to approach a tune in the first and second part. Second part. Sticking is the same, but I'm going up a higher tone. Try it with me again. Down, 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 down. Off on doodle la di doodle la di doodle la diddle la di diddle dum diddle la di diddle la diddle la di diddle la di. Second part of tune. Da di diddle dum doodle la di diddle diddle dum da di diddle la di diddle la di diddle diddle dum diddle la di diddle la di diddle la diddle la di 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 diddle dum diddle la di diddle la diddle la di diddle la di diddle la di diddle dum diddle la di diddle dum diddle la di diddle la da di dum da di diddle la di diddle la di diddle la di dum diddle diddle. So I might actually play the tune. I got my dad to record it for me on the whistle. Now, he only did a really short version for me, and he had a bit of a cough when he was doing it, but hold on now. Going into the third part. Repeat the tune. Second part of the tune, higher note. Triplet if you want. Third part. And back again. Second part. Now continue on with me. Sometimes it's nice and easy. A good idea is if you're moving across the barrel, it can help to get that for that rhythm pattern. So you're moving from out to in. So Let's slow it down a bit, and then we speed up to finish off, right? This is the last time, so we'll do it slowly. Okay, we'll go through all the rhythms slowly, and then we'll speed up as we go. And yes, hopefully you'll be able to remember all the bits and pieces, like the where you put in your hand. And this is something that you will have to go away and have a go and practice it. So the first part was next thing, we put in our hand in the back. Same sticking but a higher note. Third part, we're going. Sometimes it's nice for that third part to even like pull back. So you could go. And then as you're going back in, you bring in the pressure again, and then back. One more time for the road. Woohoo! Now, I hope you enjoyed that, and I think the lads have a few more questions before we end today. But I really enjoyed that once I got into it. It's a bit unnatural and it's so different to be to teaching like this. But wherever you are in the world, I hope you're enjoying it. And just drop us a line if you have any questions. And look forward to all the other events happening. I'm running Snuddig later. I'm looking forward to seeing him. And thanks, lads, for having me. This has been a lot of fun. The lads here are like dancing in the background while I'm playing, so we're having a bit of crack. Okay.
Absolutely brilliant, Siobhan. Thank you very, very much. We really enjoyed that.
To dance to Siobhan, that's right. It's class.
Absolutely.
The drive off you, it's deadly.
Wish we could have you with us all the time. Whoop.
Yeah.
But absolutely gorgeous workshop, Siobhan. Really, really great stuff there, and thank you very, very much for that.
And a lot of feedback in the comments about the fluidity of the lesson the whole way through as well. So if anyone is really enjoying Siobhan's work as well, Siobhan recently just launched a brand new website, learningtheboron.ie, and she's doing lessons as well, and you can register there as well. And as you can see, she's a fantastic teacher, and she's just someone you'd want to have around at a house party or a shindig or something, because you'd have plenty of music anyway, and even when someone gets tired and stops playing the tunes, we'll have the listen anyway. So it just
we should all have a little pocket Siobhan everywhere.
It'll be hard, Robbie.
Thank you very much, Siobhan.
I miss you, lads. Missing you all. I wish I could be there having the crack with you. You look like you're having great fun there.
Absolutely enjoying it. Yeah.
We're great listening to you all. It's brilliant. And I mean, maybe next year we'll be able to give each other a big hug and actually have tunes together. Really looking forward to that. This is the next best thing.
We're delighted. Like, I think we didn't mention it yet, but I think there's 166 people that have signed up for the course. So
amazing.
There's loads of people, and we'd love to. It's amazing. So we'd love to see every one of you in person next time. You know, it'd be some session, some crack.
Absolutely. So that was absolutely brilliant, Siobhan. So we're going to leave it at that now, because we're going to get set up for the next stream, which is going to be run on Snuddig. So Siobhan, thank you so much for your time and all the work you put into doing the videos.
Pleasure.
We really appreciate it.
Yeah, so for anyone, we'll send out the stream link again in another 15 minutes or so, and that'll be with Rona Snuddig, who's an amazing singer. So that's a lovely chance to sit back and relax and get a cup of tea or whatever and just chill out after the two streams and listen to Ronan entertaining. He's an all-around musician as well. So, but thanks to me and to Siobhan. And if there's any other questions, guys, that we didn't get to, we're going to put up a little link in the forum later on, and you can put in some questions. And we have our Q&A tomorrow night on Zoom, which will be some crack, and we'll be able to see everyone hopefully. So
that's going to be really good fun, and we'll be able to answer some questions that we might not have got to today. And
so we'll put that up in the Facebook forum as well, and then you can just, if there's any comments, leave them in the thread or private message them, and we'll try see them, or and our email address as well. But we'll log off here, and we'll see you back on the line soon for some music with Rona Snuddick. Thanks to me and Siobhan.
Thank you, Siobhan.
Legend.
No worries.
Great to see you. Thanks so much for everything. See you soon. Bye, guys.
Pleasure.